What's up? Now, this is the thing. I was thinking about doing this video, and this is kind of like my second take. My first take took about 5 seconds for me to stop and go to my second take, and the reason why is, man, I've been coughing, through all my videos for the last, feels like 2 months or so. I still haven't really lost my coughing. My girl, somehow, we are constantly getting sick, and but my girl has a flu now. And so she got some NyQuil or something. I don't remember what it was. I got it for her. And, I asked her, what is this for? For people with flu. And he says, for your throat, blah, blah, blah. And I said, my throat's starting to hurt. Let me try some of this NyQuil. And, I tried it early before bedtime. I'm guessing I took the green one. I'm thinking that's for the night one. And I am still out of it, people. I still feel like I need to lay down. So forgive me a little bit for this video. The more I talk, I just feel like going right to sleep, people. But I just want to get this over with, this is just like a fun video. Not really anything to talk about. Just wanted to talk for a moment, so I was thinking about titling this Jeremy versus me. And then because I didn't want to put like Chris. Sorry, I had to think about, my pattern of how I was processing, how I should go with this title. And I didn't want to title like Chris versus me because the thing is, Chris is a gigantic idiot. It'd be like effing insulting to compare Chris to me. It's just, he's beneath me in every single way. Jeremy is too. But Jeremy, he's terrible because I don't really listen to him. Usually if I check his review, I'll see what he gave it. But he's predictable when I know he's going to call a movie awesome spectacular. I'm guessing maybe that Civil War, he's going to call awesome spectacular. It's called Civil War, I don't know what it's called. I have no plans to see it. I just know that it's supposed to get good reviews because it's A24. I said, Jeremy, the two things that he'll call awesome spectacular are foreign movies, like Asian movies, like Parasite maybe, Everything Ever Once, Godzilla 1, when it's supposed to be hyped up through social media. He'll always call those awesome spectacular if it's subtitle like Asian movie. I don't know. But I just know that, or A24. He's supposed to call them awesome spectacular movies that no one cares to watch. I've never heard anyone talk about any of these movies that are hyped up through social media, which is kind of the point where I'm gonna get into versus me. But so I don't know. I just feel like the way Chris presents his, his thoughts in movies, it's mind-blowing stupid. Jeremy, he does say mind-blowing stupid shit, but he mostly talks about nothing. But see, Jeremy, he'll go on all day, say something like Terminator Dark Fate sucks, and then spend his time talking about Terminator 2 and not say anything wrong with the movie. Chris will just say try to say something wrong with the movie, and try to say make a script for a Batman v Superman and make the movie hell a lot worse than what it would have if they would have went with his idea. He's just freaking dumb. That is the difference. Just listen to Chris. He just says things like, have you not seen a movie before? That's what how dumb Chris is. It's do you not know how movies work? There's something more biased about Chris. And I did say, I want to do a video where I film his channel and show. I said, if Chris starts reviewing movies that only he likes, you get a whole bunch of movies that star one color. And that's exactly what you got. But whatever, it's just it's gonna be non-stop old movies that star one color. But one thing is, I didn't click any of them, but one, I do wonder, he praised this movie because he's talking about movies that he only review movies he likes. This happened recently, right? I've been seeing what lies beneath on Amazon Prime, I think it is on. And, and then when I was, and I just remember thinking, it's kind of interesting fact to see, this person be the villain for the first time. It was one of the things I thought about it. Thought maybe my girl would like it, but I just, and then I saw Chris reviewed it. So I'm guessing, so you're trying to say you liked the movie? I don't remember the movie. my mom, when I was a kid, was watching it, and I mostly just remember kind of the ending. So I told my girl, you should check this movie out, because I thought she might think it's cool to see this person be a bad guy for probably the first and only time. I don't know if he's ever been a bad guy before. And I ended up having to fast forward 90% of that movie because I didn't even remember reading the movie at all. And that movie was freaking boring. And she was actually... she saw the ending and be like, what the hell? And I mean, the same way I thought. It's kind of one of those things like, I regret suggesting people, even though she really didn't watch it, she probably got 20 minutes in, I wasn't home, she just started, trying it. And as I started watching 5 minutes, wow, looks freaking boring. I put that together within 5 minutes, and I started fast forwarding the majority of it. And I realized the ending was, I was telling her this is known as a famous scene. When we got to the scene where he goes, she knows your wife. And, and I said they make fun of a scary movie, but when you look at it again, it's like, this is dumb. Why was this a famous scene? You start to realize, why was any of this a famous scene? I don't understand, but I do remember it was supposed to be known as a famous scene, your wife. It was just corny. It was just, so anyways, I wonder if he gave that movie a good review. I don't know, but that's what I said. People who hair on color like Chris, they like movies that just no one wants to watch. And I really kind of felt down that I even suggested that. But like I said, I haven't seen it in years. There's nothing. I mean, for me to suggest something, it has. The rules is if I don't have it, it means the movie sucks. But I thought it would be somewhat interesting. But whatever. So anyways, like I said, this is just more of a talk thing, and I was thinking about a better, choice of a title would be Jeremy versus Chris. It'd be more of a click title, for people to watch, And I wanted to explain this, make sure it's clear, this is just me just blabbing, just for fun, and I think that'd be more of a click title of people thought what I think, who is better. None of them are. None of them are trustworthy, to be really honest with you. I don't trust either one of their reviews. To me, they suck as movie reviewers. Pretty much 99% of people who do movie reviews on YouTube suck at movie reviews. It's just, they're people, like I said, you picture them in high school. Where would they be? They would be in the loser table. It's just, no, people, no. It's just, I don't know any movie reviewer on there that could be at a higher level than me in the real world, as in just with girls, in high school and all that. It's just, like I said, I got no girls in high school. That's because I was shy. But once I got out of high school, I'm not going with that story. Boy, I was get with girls, and I ended up being with the hottest girl in school, and that's really about it. I ended up being with the hottest girl in school. So anyways, a girl who's known to be with the hottest girl in school. So I don't want you thinking that I ended up with a girl that was the hottest girl in school when we were not in the same school. It was just that she was known, it was already aware that she's known to be very hot and the hottest girl in the club, blah, blah, blah. That a lot of guys want it. But anyways, that's not the point. No, it's not a point about if you can get with a hot girl or not. It's just, I'm going to get to something in the end about, what the kind of, I see, but, and the thing is I was thinking about, even if I put Jeremy versus me, that's what I was thinking, maybe put Jeremy versus Chris guy, whatever his name is when you get in that kind of concept, it's kind of like something like I predict where I did say for my video that's titled, These White Savior Movies Have Got to Stop. And then I said I want to put it in Doom 2. And I think I said that on one of my first takes, but I forgot to explain why I want to put Doom 2. I mean, I guess I did. I did explain why I wanted to put Doom 2. I knew it would trigger losers. And the thing is, it was so weird. This is the thing is, I was expecting this. But knowing that it actually turned out exactly like I was expecting, it's just weird to be on YouTube. I didn't know this, but 99% of the comments turned out what I was expecting by putting Doom 2 in that title. It was, so you think Doom 2 is a white savior movie? Block. You know, it doesn't get that far. It says, you know, you think Doom 2 is a white block? You know, because it was like 99% of the comments was wondering if I think Doom 2 is a white savior movie. A movie I have not seen and I don't care to see. I wait till it comes to Max. But it was also mixed with the thing that really, that I noticed movie reviewers have brought up, and I don't bring up in my reviews, about a book. They say, I know I get the comments of, have I read the book? And I say, people, that's kind of people, no one actually acts like that in the real world. Be like, oh, well, you read the book or something like that. That just sounds like you're going to be ignorant. But it was the same amount. It was, if I saw anything about book, it was immediately block. You know, like I didn't even read it. Like I said, people give me these long paragraphs. If I had a comment lead where I saw, like, I'll see White Savior, the book or something, and then block. Somewhere I would see it, you know, just in that paragraph block. It was constantly White Savior, and they're concentrating on thinking I think it's a White Savior movie, and somehow, well, maybe you need to read the book, block. It was like they go by the title, but it's the same way as what I really saw is they really want to believe that you think the movie is a White Savior movie because you went by the actual review. Like, it's kind of like I said, I already talked about Joe Rogan, talking about, well, I make fun of a female, I get attacked. It's like, no, a lot of stand-up comedies make fun of females. But there are people that want to believe that you're like them when they get angry over someone of color. That's what I'm talking about in that video. Only people that I've seen it get angry about color like that are, I mean, it's not people who talk about White Savior. No, I've never seen that before. I've seen people who are upset because someone with, like black are in the movie or females in the movie. Never seen it in a White Savior way. That was the point of that video. You know, and the thing is, so me putting Jeremy versus me, I would imagine get comments like, well, that's why he has more subscribers or more views. And so you don't know. And this thing is, people, a normal person will never waste their time thinking that having more subscribers and so on or more views makes you a better person than them. Never. It's kind of like, you know, that CJ Pearson kid. We were messaging each other back and forth. We made millions of views doing his first video or something. What's going on, Obama? What are you doing, Obama? What's going on? That's all he said through the video, and a whole bunch of trashy ass people rushed to it and start listening to an 8-year-old kid to teach him. They needed an 8-year-old kid to teach him. And he got famous from that video, and he was going back, well, that's why I got this many subscribers. I said, listen, kid, you're going to have the same outcome as Jesse Peterson from the CJ Peterson kid. You're going to be alone. You're going to be alone, kid. I'm just like, you know that. I said, I don't care about your subscribers. He kept bringing up my subscribers and all that and my views. I'm like, listen, you're going to be alone. And then he did an interview, I already explained this story before, with Jesse Peterson. They're not related, in my understanding, they're not related at all. And Jesse Peterson called him dumb for not being more full of hate. But anyways, but only someone that doesn't have anything would always, they will immediately think that someone having more subscribers, more views makes them a better person. And that, and I forgot to mention, that's immediately blocked. And anyone says, oh, well, this person, well, you have this many subscribers, blocked. I don't even read the rest. I know they'd be like, and that person has that many, I don't even care. Because a normal person doesn't really think about subscribers is gonna make them happy. Trust me, if anyone's doing YouTube videos and they're not making, they don't have millions of subscribers, they're just doing it for fun. If they're still doing videos. If they're making like 12 views constantly, I would think stop. You know, but you know, I would like to make it like I used to, you know, when I first started like 13 years ago, 2,000, 3,000, blah, blah, blah. You know, normally I make it within the 200s or 100, you know, but it's, you know, it's just like, I just like to talk about things, you know. But I should not have to explain that. These are things that, like I said, when I'm on YouTube, I'm talking to people like I'm trying to explain things to people. Like I don't talk, like this is something I would never have to explain to people in the real world. You know, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said that one of my things that exhausting from YouTube. I don't sugarcoat things anymore because, or, you know, I don't, it's just, no. I did a video explain. I know it'll give more subscribers and more views if I don't talk down to certain people, but I need to because and if I don't, there's a friendship here. And then they get really stalkerish, being a dude, obsessing with another dude. But talking about killing himself and blah, blah, blah. But I don't feel like I'm repeating that anymore. But, you know, but anyway, so, I mean, the way I did this video wasn't exactly how I wanted to go. But, you know, because I was really supposed to get into the point of saying why I want to put German versus me. I was going to just put it out there just like, you know, the movies I like or the movies I want to talk about are movies that they could be years old, and you know, if I bring up someone says something like Lethal Weapon 4, you know, I was like, oh, and then you can build a conversation with that. But the movies that Jeremy wants to praise and get, you know, whatever, you know, and you know, that's why I was thinking about, you know, explain something. These are movies that you don't miss it again. You don't really see again. It'd be like me saying something like, hey, what you think about that Captain America? Just people, can you feel the vibe of the coldness of how stupid I would look to say that to anyone in the real world? You know, so I'm saying this, think about that Lethal Weapon 4, you know, imagine me saying that to someone in the real world. You know, or say, hey, man, remember that Endgame movie, Avengers Endgame? You know, saying that to someone, it's just, I can already see how stupid I would be looked at. You know, and that is the problem with, you know, social media, is what I'm trying to say. When I'm trying to say me versus like people like Germany. It's just like they talk in a way of it's like you kind of say like unrealistic goals or something. Like things that get you nowhere, empty pockets. You know, get you nowhere. You know, and you know. And the things that they praise, they're like movies that are, like I said, they're not rewatchable, they're forgot about, and it's just never, you can never find your way. Because I remember back in the day, there's these movies that you could talk with other people about. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that, you know, but the movies that they praise are movies that you will look stupid bringing these up to other people. Be like, they would just immediately turn their head and start talking to the other person, thinking about, why would I ever talk about Endgame or Avengers or any of these kind of like CGI turn off your brain movies to people? And that's what YouTube is a bunch of grown-ass adults talking about kid movies and also superhero movies. And I just want to end with the point is, people, I'm not going to lie to you. When you see the people who give me these kind of comments, like if I'm, you know, I actually don't have to go to their channel to block them, but sometimes, like I said, now rarely I'll do it. There are people that look like they couldn't run one lap. Like you can tell, you know, even I'm talking about like there's even ones that don't show themselves, but they have videos of talking, of them filming something. You can tell they have always had this common voice that if they ran a lap, they would almost die. Like, and I don't know how to explain, I mean, I know I explained it, but it's just, YouTube is really not what I see in the real world. It's dudes that are just not there. And I'm constantly seeing that, you know, I'm aware of that, you know. But hopefully after this I get to some movie reviews and stuff. But I will say, and that's all I was like, but I do want to make sure it's clear. One thing that really, you know, was just like showed me like again, it's like, wow, you know, I knew it worked putting Doom 2 in that title of these white savior movies have got to stop. It was constantly saying, so you think this is a white savior, but also it was the same match with some about, but the book or something. It was constantly or trying to explain to me the movie. And I mean, those people got blocked. The second I even see you try to explain me the movie, I blocked you. I don't care. It's a movie I know that sucks. I know some people that fast forward because they bootleg it on a website, said it sucked, and I know the movie sucks, people. I already know not to see no Doom 2. Okay? But the main thing is I did have seen some reviewers saying they got attacked because of the review and people kept bringing up, did you read the book or something like that? It's like, weird, and to constantly see that too in the comment section. And like I said, just seeing something about, well, did you read the book? And block. And it was just like, it was just, you know, but it was, and I actually planned that, but I didn't think it would be that so revealing. Well, that's why there's no comments on that video, because like I said, it was like 99% of the comments was something about, so you think it's a white savior, and then, or something about book or something, block. And the weird people are kind of too, I don't know if, like, which one's more weird, but the one that tries to explain to me the movie. A movie I haven't seen and I don't care to see, but I will eventually fast forward when it comes on Max. You know, a movie that I was so sure that was never, you know, I saw a couple of videos saying, please, please, please make $1 billion. I already knew this movie wouldn't make no $1 billion, but still, it's just like, this is, and but I'm pretty sure most likely it'll probably get a sequel, and I'm like, it's trash. It's, I mean, it seems like it's movies that it's supposed to be praised like the old Star Wars that were just okay. I know it's worse than Star Wars. And they keep mentioning something about, oh, Star Wars got their idea, and like I said, you're too stuck on Star Wars still. Just like, this is some geek shit. This is some loser shit. Not some geek shit, it's some loser shit. I know it'll be worse than the movies that are hype about people hanging around color that are not good, like Blade Runner. I know Blade Runner is a better movie. I know Star Wars is a better movie. I would rather watch those than Doom. Star Treks, whatever. I'm talking about the new Star Trek. I'm not watching the old Star Trek. I don't care to watch those. But I'm just saying, it's just, I know Doom 2 is trash. I already know that. But anyways, I gotta go. But yeah, but that's the point. So I think I'm gonna tie this Jeremy versus Chris. You know, because, you know, I didn't want to get the typical about subscribers. I still would get it, of course, but they would just immediately blocked. But I'm saying that but I just figure, you know, it'd be probably more attraction of a title, Chris, so you can see, people are like, oh, so what I think of both of them? Guess what? They both suck. None of them win. They both suck at reviews. They're like strippers, people. There's no education to do what they do. Especially from Chris's side. Chris is definitely no education on his side because he's freaking stupid. You know, I'm kind of interested. I think I heard he's probably started on some kind of movie. I think I heard someone talk about it when they were kind of talking about him not wanting to attack movies and several good movies or something like that. And, you know, I'm kind of wanting to see how the shit turns out to hear about that Batman v Superman thing that I talked about, him trying to rewrite the script. But I imagine it would be like Jeremy called Awesome Spectacular, or the way he called, what is it called about the hand? It was a forgettable movie. I saw it for free because I walked into the theater for free, and I knew it was shit because I knew he was gonna call A24 Awesome Spectacular. It was trash. I don't know why I'm trying to remember the name of the movie. It's forgot about movie. I said, after the best movies of the year, no one's gonna talk about the movie. And I knew for this movie that racists wanted Sounds of Freedom or something. I can't believe I even know the name of that movie. I've never seen it yet. I will say is I did see it on Max something, and I did try to give it 5 minutes. I turned it off. The part where the stars, very early in the movie, was walking in and to this cell where they arrest some guy. The guy goes, oh, it's him. He's the Dark Knight. You know, I was like, okay, this is just dumb. This is just too fake. This is just too fake for me. I'm done. He's like, oh my God. He's like backing up into his chair. He's like, it's him. I know they tried to make it a tense moment, but it was just like, this is just fake. It's just, no, people, no. No. You know, what is that? American Sniper. Let me before I go. American Sniper. Is it called American Sniper? Or these people who are in hate wanted to praise the movie? And I was sitting there like, you know, the guy with the drill, I knew he was the Joker, and then the star was like Batman. So when it came to this guy with the drill, I knew no one else could shoot him except the star. You know, because it was so fiction. I already knew that the only person that can kill this guy is going to be the star. So there's a part, I think they were trying to shoot at him while he was taking off in the car. I said, you guys are just wasting your bullets. Only the star can kill him. But anyways, the point is, like I said about that Sounds of Freedom crap, I knew no one was going to put that in their best movies of the year. I haven't even rechecked on that, but I knew no one was. I know hate channels will, but I knew no one was going to talk about it being their best movie of the year. when they're trying to at least scared to give it a bad review. I gave that movie like 5 minutes. I turned that shit off. The second it was that second. Oh my gosh, it's him. You know, just like I'm good. All right, peace.